Welcome everyone to our Hatha Yoga class. My name is Tammy and I'll be guiding you through the next 45 minutes. Our theme for our class is balance, improving balance. I think to myself of the times that it was greatly difficult to balance for myself and I was overtired or I didn't properly eat. Also, when I was pregnant, I was like tipping over to the side. My friend wanted to go for a walk and there was roots all around. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how am I gonna do this when I'm pregnant? But I did it somehow, but I fell down. So balance, so important for us and how we can improve our imbalance. You know, we stand in tree pose and we're like, oh yes, everything is so lovely. But usually that is not the time that we are falling down and we are losing our balance. We're losing our balance when we are doing these transitions. So just moving through daily life and something happens and we are, we lose our balance. Or of course, not having enough sleep like me. And we've all been there. Okay, so beginning our class, let's do a warm up for our body and there's going to be balance throughout. And then we'll move from one pose to the next, working through balance, so transitioning. Coming to the top of the mat in Tadasana with your ankles, knees, and hips in alignment. We stand tall, root ourselves down, turn your palms towards the front in Tadasana, mountain pose. Attach a string to the top of your head and lift yourself up. Draw your tailbone down. Thinking of drawing your kneecaps up, and that would be by contracting your thighs, your quadriceps a little bit here. Relax those shoulders. Open up your eyes. Roll back through the shoulders. So this time I would like you to bring your thumbs forward and roll back through the shoulders. Now start to turn inwards and notice your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Ujjayi breath, hearing your breath. And your breath, the inhale breath, is so important for supporting through yourself through the spine. Okay, now lift your shoulders up. Back and down, and we hold. Tailbone down towards the ground. Standing tall, Namaste, and our sun salutation, Namaskara A. This time we are doing flowing movement, moving from one movement to the next. With a nice big inhale, draw your arms up, overhead. Exhale, dive forward, bend through the knees. Inhale, come up to halfway, flat back, look down to the ground. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor, step back with your right foot, left foot. Jutting the body forward, come down to the knees, lower yourself into the ground. Elbows hug the waist as you lower. Uncurl the toes, pubic bone in. Inhale, contract through your quads and come up to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Now let's alternate knee bends. Bend through both knees, look to the hands, walk the feet forward. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other again. Inhale, come up to halfway, flat back, bend the knees enough to help keep the back flat. Exhale, release, head hangs. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Overhead, exhale, hands to the heart center. Nice full body warm up. Inhale, doing that all again. Draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, bend through the knees, hinge the hips. Head hangs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands down and to plank. Chaturanga. We lower ourselves into the ground. Your knees may come down. Inhale to up dog. Contract through your quads, press down through the tops of your feet. Exhale to downward facing dog. Keep those elbows hugging your waist. Draw your navel in towards the spine. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling, you may bend the knees here too. You may come up into the balls of the feet. With the exhale breath, everyone bend through the knees, look to the hands, walk the feet forward. This time, big toes touch. Having your big toes touch, and inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold, your head hangs. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, take it all in. Exhale, hands to the heart center, draw the navel in. Inhale, hear your breath. Take your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Namaskara A again. One more time. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to plank. Jet the body forward and lower yourself into the ground. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Spread your fingers out. Adjust your body however you need. Drawing your hips right up towards the sky. With that next exhale breath, you're bending through the knees. Look at your hands and walk your feet forward. Big toes touch again. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold, head hangs. Inhale, coming up all the way, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Okay, standing tall in Tadasana. Turning your palms out towards the front. So turn your palms forward, standing tall, just like we did before at the beginning of our class. And we're moving right through here. In Tadasana, we make our way to Yukatasana. It is fear's pose. It's coming to a squat. So bending through the knees, sit back into a squat like you're sitting back into a chair. Your arms may come up overhead, or they can be down with your hands to your heart center. Just notice if you do overextend through the lower back, take your hands down towards your heart. It'll be easier then for your lower back. Keep drawing your navel in, that is your support. And then make your way back up, nice and tall. Making it a flowing movement now. Okay, standing in Tadasana. Inhale, into squat. Exhale, up. And back into Tadasana. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead into squat. Exhale, come up into Tadasana. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead into fierce pose squat. Exhale, come up, Tadasana. 2 more times. Inhale into squat, fierce pose, Yukatasana. And then up, exhale, back into Tadasana. And inhale, last time, into squat, fierce pose. And exhale, making your way back up into Tadasana. Okay, hold here. Stop, standing really tall, tailbone down. Take your hands onto your hips, bend through the knees, do a step, a little jump out with your ankles, knees, and hips in line with each other. You may be on your mat, or you can be on a flatter surface. My mat's definitely a little bit squishier, so the balance will be harder that way. So finding what you're going to want to do for yourself. Picking up the right knee. We hold. You may hold your knee. You may have your left hand to your heart center. Root yourself down into the ground. Flex your foot. That'll make your pose stronger. Next pose would be turning the knee out to the side. Take the knee out to the side, take your left arm out to the side. The mudra could be with your thumb and your middle finger touching. Relax your shoulders, flex your foot, lift up through your hips. Lots to do. Okay, come back to the center. Take your foot down to the ground. Okay, we will do that 5 times, transitioning. Okay, Coming in, so take your left hand to your heart center, draw your left knee up, turn your right knee out, and then take it back into the center. Turn the right knee out. Take it back into the center. Take your right knee out. Take it back into the center. Turn it out. We'll do it one more time. And turn it out. And back into the center. And then down gently to the ground. Okay. My balance needs a little work right now. Lots going on in my mind. So come back to yourself. Take your breath into your body here. Feel it with the inhale and exhale breath. Stand tall. Lift the left knee off. If your left foot off the ground, knees bent, hold on to the left knee. Take your right hand to your heart center. Hold. Keep standing tall. Okay, this is when we are able to now turn the left knee out to the side and taking the right hand out to the side, the mudra with your thumb and middle finger touching. Continue to flex your foot. Continue to stand tall. Knee comes back to the center and hand to the heart. Take your foot down to the ground. Okay, shift through the hips. Into the transition from center to turning out. Picking up the left foot, lift it off the ground. Hold on to the left knee. Take your hand to your heart center and turn the knee out. And then back. Turn the knee out. Root yourself down into the ground. Lift up through the hips. Turn in. Turn it out. 2 more times. And 1 more time. Sorry, my doorbell. And then back. And then take your foot down to the ground and a shift through your hips. Okay, top of the mat into a lunge. High lunge here. Low lunge first and then a high lunge. Bend through the knees and step back with the right foot. Nice big lunge, high lunge. The distance between your feet is your one leg distance. In a high lunge, your hands are onto your hips. Hold here, and then come down to a low lunge, bending through the knee. Take your knee down to the ground and let your knee hover, and then back up to your high lunge. Do that again. Low lunge to high lunge. Low lunge to high lunge. Hold the high lunge. Take the arms out to shoulder height and hold. Rotating first to the left side with your upper body, a little twist. Then back to center. Rotate to the other side, so to the right, open up. And then back to center. Rotate. And back. Rotate. And back to center. One more time on each side with a little twist. And back. And hold. Place your right hand onto your hip. And twisting, open your body to me. So with the left arm, twist. And then back to center. Do that again. And twist, open your body to me. And back. One more time. Open your body to me. And back. Okay, hold, hold, hold. And bend through that back knee a little bit more, and nice little push off through the right foot, step forward. Shift through the hips. Okay, let's do the other side. Bend through the knees, step back, high lunge. Okay, feel yourself rooted down into the ground. Place your hands onto the hips. Come down for a low lunge. Come down. 2 more times. Let's do 2 more times again. I lost count at 4 or 5, and of course you can't tell me. Okay, hold it here. Take the arms out to shoulder height. We rotate first to me. So turn your body to me, to the right, and then rotate your body to the left. Rotate. Back to center, and then right and left. Back to center, rotate. One more time. One side, and then the other side. Come back to center. Okay, place your left hand onto the hip. Right arm remains at shoulder height. And with a twist to the left, twist, come back to center. Twist to the left, come back to center. One more time. Twist to left, come back to center. Okay, bend your left knee just a little bit more and step left foot to the right. Top of the mat, shift through your hips. Okay, Namaskar A, making our way to downward facing dog. You can do it on your own or with me. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, bend through the knees. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And hold. Okay, holding here into a low lunge. First, we come into three-legged dog. Take the right leg up towards the sky. Bend through the knee and step your right foot between your hands. And hold into a low lunge. Hold here. Opening up to the front of our thigh. Continue to hold. Okay, low lunge to high lunge to warrior two. Low lunge to high lunge to warrior two. So turn on the ball of the foot. Left heel comes down. Take your arms out, looking forward, and then into a twist. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Take your hands down to the ground and twist your body open to the right. Oh, so much to do. And take the right hand down. Okay, back to your low lunge. Hold. The knee may come down to the ground. We'll do that all again. Okay, so low lunge to a high lunge to warrior two. Come down so that you're in warrior two. Take that foot down. And then into a twist rotation. Windmill your left arm, and then hands come down to the ground. Rotate to the right. And then take the hand down. One more time, do it all the same. Low lunge to a high lunge to warrior two. And then a twist. Windmill your left arm, hands come down to the ground, you're on the ball of that foot, and twist to the right. Hand comes down to the ground. Okay, make your way back into downward facing dog. Step that right foot back, downward facing dog. Three-legged dog, the left leg. So three-legged dog, left leg lifts up, bend to the knee and step the left between your hands. Low lunge, your knee may come down towards the ground. It doesn't have to if you're in a low lunge here too. To a high lunge. To warrior two. So take the right foot down to the ground, side edge, line up with the back edge of your mat. Then windmill your right arm up and over, come into a twist, come onto the ball of the right foot. twist to the left. Take your hand down to the ground, low lunge, to a high lunge, to warrior two, to a twist. Windmill your right arm up, over, and twist. Back to low lunge, last time through. High lunge, warrior two, twist. So take your right arm up and over, hands down to the ground, and twist your body over to the left. And then hand down to the ground, back into downward facing dog, and hold. Hold, hold, hold. Into all fours, bend to the knees, all fours. And hold. Wag through your tailbone, so wag your tail. Make your way into camel. Standing on your knees, place your hands into the small of your back, and your fingers point down towards the ground. Lift up through your chest, draw your navel in. Your shoulders come away from your ears. Continue to hold. Okay, half camel, our next pose. So releasing from full camel, take your right hand, left hand down towards the ground. This is a nice little step in. Step your right foot in between your hands here. And into camel here. Left hand may come down towards the heel, and right arm comes up and over. And then release. Take your right hand down, left hand down, and sit back into the heel. Right toes up towards the sky, stretch through the hamstrings. And then back into half camel. So left arm comes back, right arm comes back. You may place your left hand onto the heel and then into our hamstring stretch. So right arm, left arm comes over top and sit back into the heel, toes up towards the sky, stretching through your hamstrings. Back into half camel. So left arm, right arm, left hand onto that heel, hold. Elongate through your spine and then hamstring stretch. And sit back into the heel, toes up towards the sky. And back into a low lunge and come into all fours. Okay, nicely done. It's kind of a fun one, lots of flowing movements. Step forward with the left foot. We have our low lunge between our hands here. We hold. Okay, same thing that we did on the other side. We have half camel, right arm, windmill back, left arm, windmill back. Place your hand onto the heel and hold. Elongate through the spine and then come, bring your left arm, right arm back forward and sit back into a hamstring stretch. Toes up towards the sky. And come back into half camel. Okay, take your right arm back, windmill, and left arm windmills back. And lift it up, elongate through the spine, hand gently placed onto your heel, and then into our hamstring stretch. So take your hands forward and sit back and hold. We have one more time to do this. Okay, half camel, right arm comes back up and over, left arm comes back up and over, and hold. Elongate through the spine, and then hamstring stretch, left arm, right arm down to the ground, and sit back into the heel, toes up, left toes up towards the sky, hamstring stretch. Okay, take the foot forward and back, to all fours. And hold. Okay, we all know this one. It is cow and then cat. We really like this one. Cow, drawing your heart up towards the sky. We open. Exhale, big cat stretch, big arch. Head hangs. Inhale through your lumbar thoracic and then cervical spine into cow. Exhale, big cat stretch, lumbar thoracic, cervical, big arch. One more time through each one, cow. Use your breath. Exhale to cat. And release to a neutral spine and wave the tail. Okay, come onto the side of the body and roll over so that you are supine, lying on your back. And hold. Figure four, or threading the needle. Cross your right ankle over top of the left knee and hold. Wrap your hands around the back of the left leg. Pick that foot off the floor. Flex both feet. Hold figure four. Close your eyes. Left foot comes down to the ground. Uncross. Cross your left ankle over top of the right knee. Wrap your hands around the right leg and pick that foot off the floor. We hold, flex both feet. Release, right foot down to the ground. Take both knees into the chest, rocking side to side. Rocking side to side, off balance. So to get stronger on balance, you need to go off balance. Move, transition, these transitions that we were doing. Okay, you may do a little massage through the lower spine or the back by rocking forward and backward. And we hold down. Take the right foot, the left foot down to the ground. Right leg, extend it straight on the floor and then lift your leg off the ground. So nice and straight. Flex your foot into bridge. We'll make it a flowing movement. You don't have to lift your hips off the floor if you don't want to. But if you do want to lift your hips off the floor, please do it with me. Don't look around when you come into bridge though. You have to always keep your head. You have to always keep looking up towards the ceiling so you don't hurt your neck. Take your hips off the floor and then draw your hips down. So we can do this. Take your hips off the floor and then draw down. Again, hips off the floor and draw down. Engaging your bandhas. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Lift up through the top of your pellet. One more time. And down. Now lift up and hold up. Legs held up. I'd like you to take your right leg down to the ground. Just, it's not coming down all the way, and then up. So coming down just a little ways. So it could be parallel to the ground and then coming up. One more time. And take your pelvis down to the ground. Take both knees into the chest, give yourself a little squeeze, and then right leg coming into the right side. Left leg up. Right side down, left leg up, Okay, here we go with a lift. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. And down to the ground. Okay. Now lift your pelvis up, toes down. I will change the toes just so you can continue to have your foot flex. And take the leg down, inhale down, exhale up. You may change your toes if you want, that would be a flex. Point your toes when you come back up. Inhale, flex your toes down. Exhale, bring your leg up and point your toes. Inhale down, flex. Exhale, up, point your toes. Okay, take your hips, pelvis down towards the ground, take your knees into the chest, squeeze. Take both legs up into the air, point, flex your feet. Hold your feet flexed, hold, push your heels up towards the sky. Release the left leg, so bend through the knee and take your foot down to the ground. Hold the right leg up. Wrap your hands around the right leg. You can hold onto your pant leg here too and then draw in a little bit more. Having your legs straight. Pushing your heel up towards the sky, toes down towards you. And that nice stretch into our hamstrings. And slowly release, knees into the chest and then switch legs here. Left leg is up now and we hold. Push the heel up towards the sky, toes down towards you. Release both knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. Take your right foot down, left foot down towards the ground. Okay, one more thing we shall do for both sides. So take both your knees in and lift your legs up and over to the left side. Lovely little stretch through the side of our body. Open up your arms in line with your shoulders, stretching into our spine, front of our body, side of our body, and then turn your head towards the right. And let your body just melt into the ground. When you are lying on the ground or lying on a flat surface or even in your bed, it is the most balanced that you can be. So lying on the ground. Sometimes it's actually nice to do some stretches, of course, on the ground, but maybe you're doing some stretching in bed too. You're supported. Turn your head back to the center. Legs come back to the center, nice and strong through the core. And then tip your legs up and over to the right side, arms in line with your shoulders. Turn your head the opposite way of your knees. Your body just fall away. It comes back to the center. Legs come back to the center. Take the knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. Release. Our last pose, Shavasana. You may lie on your back, you may lie on the side of your body, you may be seated, you may have legs up and down. Finding what will be really nice for you. Putting a blanket over your body. Something warm. You may have your socks on even. Finding stillness. Your eye sockets are heavy. Your facial muscles melt. Release. Feel your shoulders let go. I'll call you back when it is time. Slowly coming back. Noticing sounds around you. Feeling supported, feeling cared, feeling calm. Starting to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. A shift through our body. If you're lying down on the ground, you may roll over to your right side to fetal. Take a moment and then make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Placing your hands to your heart center. Feeling centered, feeling balanced, drawing everything in. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing your practice with me. Namaste.